Let's go to aviation sector, where aviation industry is one of the biggest victims of coronavirus pandemic. The industry is opening up gradually, and India has also allowed certain flight operations, though full resumption of international air traffic is far away. How has the aviation industry weathered this crisis so far, and what is the road ahead? To talk all this and much more, today we are joined by Alex. He's country manager India at Virgin Atlantic. He's joining from London. Welcome, Alex, and thank you for taking time for us. My first question to you is, how have you weathered this COVID-19 crisis so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really difficult time for us as an airline and for the entire industry, and it's probably been the most difficult year for us financially. So our first priority has been to secure the future of the airline and get it onto a surer financial footing. And so we've done that by securing a £1.2 billion refinancing plan. And so that gives our customers confidence that when they book with us, you know, we're back in the skies. We started flying to India back in September after the lockdown. So we're starting to make strides towards recovery, but we don't underestimate the challenges ahead. So we've also made some other changes and decisive action to our business to ensure we're ready for that. So we've simplified our fleet. So we'll just have twin engine aircraft, which are very fuel efficient, very clean. So we'll have one of the most green fleets in the sky. And so passengers from India can feel confident that they'll be flying on some of the newest aircraft available.
And tell us, Alex, how does the future look like, especially when resurgence in COVID-19 cases are being reported and Europe is under lockdown once again? How has it impacted so far, and how is it going to spoil the future also?
So I don't think COVID is going anywhere for the foreseeable future. So it's really important for airlines and airports and governments to make sure that COVID can coexist with safe air travel. So it's still possible to travel safely, even while cases are rising across the world. One of the ways that this can be done is for there to be reliable and robust airport testing, so that when passengers travel, they can do so with confidence. And when they arrive at their destination, they can reduce their period of quarantine. So we are calling on UK and US governments and the airports that we operate to across the world to introduce this testing so that people can still fly even during these difficult times when cases continue to rise. And as I said before, as an airline and as an industry, we've done everything we can to make sure that the onboard experience is safe to do so.
And tell us about India plans, and you're planning to start flights to Manchester from Delhi and Mumbai as well. Is it correct?
Yeah, well, we're so excited to launch Manchester service. So in December, we'll be flying from Mumbai to Manchester, and from January, we'll be flying from Delhi to Manchester. So we'll be the only airline offering a direct link from India to Manchester. So that will save passengers the inconvenience of a connecting flight. And we think that these services are going to be attractive to passengers for a couple of reasons. So the north of England, where Manchester is home to about 500,000 Indian diaspora, so a large community there. So if people want to reunite with their family and friends, they can do so with our services. Also, the north of England is home to some leading universities. So we think our services will also be popular and attractive for students who are either returning for their studies or returning back home over the festive period.
And now flights have started. What are the precautions within the airport and flights you are taking to make the overall experience good for the passengers?
So we've had to completely rethink how our service is delivered and the customer experience, both at the airport and on board. So we've taken a whole raft of different measures to make sure that customers feel safe and comfortable flying with us. So that can include social distancing at boarding. Our crew will be wearing PPE where appropriate. Passengers will be provided with a health kit, which will have sanitizer, wipes, and a mask. So our message to customers is that when they feel ready to travel, it is safe to do so, and we are ready to help them feel comfortable on their journey.
Thanks for joining us today and getting us all these details on the important developments as far as aviation industry is concerned. Remember, it's one of the biggest victim of COVID-19 pandemic and it's trying to weather the overall crisis.